Our season of Monster Hearts Recount deals with subject matter that some may find uncomfortable, such as underage sex and substance use, vampire age gaps, coercion, and violence. Always check the show notes for additional content warnings, and feel free to check out the transcript for each episode available at therealmscast.com. Previously on Many Realms. Gwen lies her way into Anna's mansion to steal Declan's pelt back, not knowing that Declan made his own deal with Anna to retrieve it the same day. When Friday finally rolls around, Anna is announced as school council president. Riri decides she's had enough of Evan and makes an attempt to kill him after school. Gwen and Declan intervene. When Riri goes home, her vamp-parents Carmel and Beatrice ask her if she's chosen a candidate to turn into a vampire at the ritual that very night. Riri says she wants Declan, but needs help getting him alone, especially now that he and Gwen know what she really is.
Hi, I'm Jory. I am playing Declan the Selkie, and it's good to be here.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm playing Gwen the Fae, and it's good to be here.
Hi, I'm Eli. I play Anna the Queen, and it's good to be here.
Hello, I'm Jordan. I play Riri the Vampire, and it is good to be here.
And I'm Jillian. I'm the MC for this campaign, and for the last time, that stands for Monster of the Century. Welcome to Many Realms. It's Friday, October 2nd, 1994. A full moon rises over the Pacific Ocean into a sky scattered with dark clouds. The light from the moon is bright in its reflection off the water, but that light is just what the moon borrows from the sun after it sets. Some look up at the moon with fondness and comfort, others sigh romantically in anticipation of what the night may hold, and then there are those that look up and see omens of things to come. Something I was curious about, we joked about it off the air, but I think it'd be nice to bring Harmony back for a hot sec.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Did you say, bring Harmony back for hot sex?
Yeah, sax?
Sax?
Seconds.
Something.
Yeah. In the interest of getting people to the beach, perhaps Harmony has planned a very cute evening for himself and Anna.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yeah, I think they show up at your house and throw rocks at your window.
That's fucking beautiful.
That's bad for the window.
I'll fucking care. Fuck my dad. I'll buy a new window. Huh. Throw bigger rocks. Shall we start the scene at the beach?
Yeah, this is like Secret Beach where we had the party the first night. It's not too far from Declan's cave.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. I like to think that there's a nice beach bonfire and some blankets. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Shit, Harmony. You must be really into me.
I can't explain it. Ever since the other day, I have never felt closer to a person in my life. And I just really wanted to celebrate this moment with you.
Oh my god, Anna is ambushed by feelings. Not just to like earlier today too, she had to have feelings. This is so crazy. Anna will just kiss them first, gently and sincerely, and Harmony, this is actually, oh my god, actually maybe this is the nicest thing anyone's done for me. Are you sure this is for me? Whoa.
Yeah, of course it's for you. Who else would it be for?
This is just way crazy thoughtful. She kisses Harmony again.
Okay, how does it feel to kiss someone once they're in your hive?
Double good, probably. Everything is just doubled because I'm feeling both sides.
It's like making out with your hand.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess, like, Harmony is a very, like, a much more, like, sensitive addition to my hive, and one that's a lot more, like, I guess, like, gentle and in tune with their feelings, which is making me, I guess, like, a little bit more vulnerable and in tune with my feelings.
Yeah, is there any secrets or anything, like, important that you tell Harmony?
Harmony. You know, I think you might have suspected this, but I did originally walk up to you to get your vote. And I did invite you over to play the sax to get that vote. But damn, I mean, learning the sax has been fun, and joining band I'm actually excited for, but you... Whoa. I definitely did not anticipate this when I came up to just shamelessly flirt. I mean, you're something else, you know that?
And so are you. We've really only been getting to know each other for a week, and I don't know, I feel like I can tell you anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I got something too.
Okay.
It's a real weird one, and I don't think, or maybe you will believe me, but I'm gonna look you deep in the eyes so you know I'm telling the truth. I'm a hive mind. I sound like a crazy person.
What do you mean?
You've probably been feeling some new sensations. Oh god, I sound like your mom. This is so weird. Oh, this is so awful. Okay, when I have sex with someone, or sometimes when I don't, they join my hive mind and I can feel what they're feeling. It just brings us a little bit more connected. Did I explain that badly?
No, definitely weird, but I guess it explains a lot.
It's not, like, bad for you or anything. In fact, I think it makes things better because we get to share even more stuff.
I guess that's why I feel so nervous. I don't think I'm nervous.
Oh, and if this keeps going on, you might start feeling a little bit of what Yara's feeling, and Jake and Kennedy. It takes a while to get used to.
That's a lot. It's a lot of people.
That's it, I swear. And I didn't have sex with all of them.
Hey, no judgment.
Harmony is taking this mind-blowingly well. They have nerves of steel.
Yeah. I just really like them.
I like Harmony. Okay, you don't want to leave, it sounds like.
Nope.
Shit, Harmony, you must really, really like me.
I do. What can I say, Anna?
Well, I guess it's your lucky day, because I really, really, really like you too.
That was cute. I really liked that way of getting Anna into it, too.
Yeah, now we're gonna ruin her, like, love night. Date, that's the word.
I liked Love Night.
There's like 500 other things happening around the water zone.
Should we be, like, setting up a barricade?
Do we expect the vampires to attack?
Well, I ended the last one by saying, like, requesting the help of Carmel and Beatrice to go basically abduct Declan.
Okay, you didn't tell them what you wanted them to do.
Right, okay. Well, then I guess let's iterate the plan. They're dug into Declan's cave. There's no way that I can go fend off 3 people alone, and so I've requested their aid in getting Declan, and then I recall saying that like once that's done, like I'll commit and I'll go through all the rest, but like I just am incapable of getting that by myself.
So I think you have to go. I think you have to be there yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like the three of you can show up and you can call the shots.
Mm-hmm.
They can be there to be intimidating, but they're just like bodies in the way, and they still want you to do the work because I want you to do the work.
We put on our ritual boots and ritual outfits.
Yeah, can I get an I was wearing?
There's some big earrings, not hoops, but like big moons. Black dress shirt, black pants, and I feel like there's a bunch of dangly necklacey jewelry that is like, I would like to think it's like an individual piece for maybe each century or each kind of thing that this like clan has gone through, and it would be like, you know, a king's. This was and they're like this amalgamation.
I did like Jesse's drawing of Carmel in a suit. I thought that was nice. So I think she's doing like the slutty low cut shirt with like the blazer over top. And I think Beatrice is old fashioned and wearing something not of this century.
Nice. My drawing is bionicle.
We set out to the beach.
What are we up to in the interim? Like, are we doing anything?
Well, we saved Evan's life. Thank you. I'll take my award separately. And we took him back to the cave. We need to stop Riri, and we need to formulate a plan to do that. What is our plan?
What do we know about where she goes and what she does?
I think the only person who would know is Anna Gale, her bestie.
I mean, Evan, you are tight with Anna, right? Do you think she knows anything about this?
I imagine she would, but also, I don't know, Riri's pretty good at, he like waves his hands around to mime like hypnosis. So I don't know if she can erase memories or change them or whatever. And I don't know how long that stuff lasts. So
even if she knows where Riri lives or if she has a weakness, any clue that she could offer us could be like vital.
Then yeah, she probably knows something.
Declan?
Yeah, I guess there's no time to waste. So I walk out of this cave and Anna and Harmony, I guess, what are they doing? What do I see?
Just going to town.
Yeah, just some, I don't know, movement and giggling under a blanket.
Well, it's what we know to be true about Anna. She's not one to wait around.
I'm gonna leave, see what I see, then go back in the cave and say,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
I don't care if she's giving out hand jobs to the entire rowing team. This is urgent, Declan.
It's Friday, not Tuesday.
It's Friday, not Tuesday. Okay. Anna?
Hi, I'm kind of busy. Call back later.
Please leave a message after the tone.
American Pie presents Vampire Murder.
It's urgent.
Peeks out from under the blanket, irritated, like, hey, I'm glad we could patch things up, but maybe you could come back later.
I think your friend is gonna try and murder your other friend.
Okay, I look at Harmony. I don't think we really need to exchange words because they probably feel my immediate worry that I don't want to voice. And I think they give me maybe a look of like, you can go.
Yeah, they're like wide-eyed, like, sorry, what? Like, okay, hive mind, whatever else, and now murder? They're just like, you know, gesture like, please go deal with that, as they rearrange their clothing.
I'm gonna give Harmony maybe a 20 and just like okay, I would love to come back to this. I really would, but I also don't want to come back to you being dead. So maybe you take a cab and we'll pick this up soon, okay?
Okay, call me later?
Yes.
Come back into the cave with Anna and say, she wasn't at home.
Some people like to hang out at the beach. What do you... Okay, wait, sorry. No, important things are happening. What's going on?
Riri, what do you know about her?
Well, I don't usually give away friends' secrets for free. Wait, is Evan here?
Mm-hmm.
He's here and like sitting traumatized on the sandy floor of the cave.
Okay, well then I think it's fair for me to say that I know what you know, probably, which is that she is a vampire. Okay, no reactions. That means we already knew. Great, big hurdle. Okay, I want to first ask Evan what happened.
Which time?
Let me start with my granola bar collection.
Okay, well, Declan just scared away my partner, and we were having a pretty good time. So I'm gonna assume something had to have just happened, or else you shouldn't have interrupted me.
God, Anna. Riri literally tried to kill me today.
Evan, I swear to God, I talked to her, and she seemed so convincing. I feel like I knew within my heart she wasn't gonna do anything.
That's what she does. I watched her do it to Jake. Why do you think Jake's been so weird? Sorry, the stare George is giving the camera right now.
You just offered me up, no problem.
No, I waited to ask if Evan said anything, and Evan said you tried to kill him when I specifically asked you not to kill him. Okay, how can I help in this situation?
Look, Anna, she still trusts you. She doesn't know that there's anything wrong. Maybe we could use you as bait. You could contact her, you guys could meet, and we could spring a trap of some kind.
Do you just want to get me fucking killed by a vampire?
There are other things I would prefer above that. I promise.
Okay, well, a lot of fucking people have been lying to me today, but I guess I don't have a fucking choice. Ugh. Can I just punch her in the face just once? No, okay, it's fine. Yes, you're gonna use me as bait, and if you kill me, I swear to fucking God, Gwen, I don't even fucking know your last name, but I will haunt you until you die if I die, okay?
Yeah, that's fair, Anna.
I want to run outside, break like some wood off a fence, make a little stake, and give it to Anna.
Great. Declan, you go scramble over to the nearby fence, and Riri, you catch that seal scent that you would know anywhere.
Excuse me.
I spin around. I don't recognize your voice because you haven't been British before.
Hello, Declan. Oh, all right. Well, you don't want to hurt anyone, do you?
Hi, Riri. No, I just was fixing this fence. It broke. What are you doing here, Riri?
I think we're not going to play any games here. You're going to be coming with me, all right? I would prefer if it was nice and easy, but I guess I'll glance at Carmel and Beatrice. If it has to go another way, then it can and it will. And I walk up to you.
Me and Anna and Evan presumably run out of the mouth of the cave. We run out and I'm like, get away from him.
If I'm close enough, I'd like to either try and grab Declan's arm that has the stake or just slap the stake out of his hand.
Okay, I want you to lash out physically.
Oh, I'll lash out physically. I've had about enough of this. That's at 8.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. They learn something about your true nature. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self.
It's pretty dark, but yeah, I'll become my darkest self. Fuck yeah, fuck humans. I was trying to be nice and stuff, and just like date and have fun, and then eventually turn one person to a vampire, and now no.
Which everyone had such a problem with for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How much harm do you think you deal Declan as you try and grab him?
I like to think that I have like the vampire cannon here is you can kind of get some pretty sharp nails if you need them. So maybe it could even be on like the wrist, which is obviously a pretty bad harm.
Yeah, you scramble to grab Declan's arm. You slash it pretty good. I think that's just one harm here. But you are bleeding with 3 vampires nearby. And yeah, I think Riri, you have like a hold of Declan. Like obviously Declan can still fight and resist you, and there is backup on both sides.
Yeah, I want to run up and start shit.
Good.
I run across the sand and I'm just like screaming and I'm like, let go of him, I'll fucking kill you. That's not even an or. I'm just gonna do both. Both things will happen. I pull the stake from inside my jacket and charge at Riri.
Okay, good. Lash out.
Oh, that's quite bad. And that's a 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Whoa!
Okay, from out of nowhere steps a figure and you kind of like run face first into Carmel, who's just like,
Get away from me, Anna, help! Evan!
And then I sprint the way only a high school athlete could do. And I try to tackle Carmel.
Carmel will fuck you up.
11! Wait, but I have a -1, but it doesn't matter!
okay. On a 10, you deal them harm and they choke up momentarily before they can react. What do you do?
Just full body tackle like my footballer ex-boyfriend taught me. Get them in the midsection, she falls to the ground. I punch her in her beautiful, beautiful face.
I think when Gwen ran up with the stake, Carmel like grabbed your arm midair and had like a very strong grip, probably with the nails like digging into your arm. And she just like smiles that horrible vampire toothy grin. And then Anna knocks her over.
I want to try and run away.
I think a runaway roll would be great.
That's a 6.
Yeah. Declan makes an attempt to like pull his arm out of your grip. How do you keep him there?
Because I don't have anything to, like, I guess force you to. It's going to be trying to get behind Declan and then use my hand as like a makeshift, knife in the back of Declan.
Jordan has one move, and it's use my claws to
Swiss
threaten
cheese
someone's life.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna be coming with me here, Declan. All right, we're gonna go take a little walksy down by the water, right? And if you don't do the thing that I want, you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes, which I know is where you usually sleep normally because you're some kind of a seal. But
I'm gonna reel you in right there.
Okay, I'm just gonna start trying to get Declan out of here because the situation's devolving.
Okay, yeah, I think Beatrice is the kind of vampire who doesn't like getting her dress or her hands dirty. So she assumes everything is fine and starts to lead you away. Declan, you can kick and scream all you want.
That's what I'm doing.
Curious to know what Anna and Gwen's next move is here in the scene.
If Anna's knocked her over, I would love to just like run up and hand Anna my steak.
I get to do the honors? Oh, wow, okay.
I see you as like having like landed on top of her and like already you just have the hand open, you just need the actual.
True. Here we go.
I'm gonna kill my mom.
Yes, right.
Mommy.
7.
Okay. Yeah, I think as you look away from Carmel at the stake, Gwen is handing you. Carmel like chomps down on your arm a little bit. It's called that to harm because it was like intentional. Now she's got the taste of your blood and she wants more. Then what?
Anna's still gonna go for it. Like, this is potentially, these vampires are threatening my friends in this town that I care about. So, it might make more blood gush out of my arm, but I gotta drive that stake through her chest as hard as I fucking can.
Cool. She bursts into flame, crumbles into ash.
That's gonna scar you, tacky bitch!
I think her last word is like some scoff about like, it's not tacky, it's fashion.
This is Westwood.
I look at Anna and I look at Gwen and I painfully say, thanks.
Yeah, I extend my hand and offer to help you up.
I take it.
And I think I give you like a proper handshake and I say, thank you for saving me, Anna.
Yeah, well, likewise. Let's not get sappy. We have some friends to save.
Where were they going? The marina?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're most likely catching a boat, and it's not like they're gonna cross the Pacific.
You think they're going to King's Island?
I guess they'd have to be. I mean, where else would they go, right?
You know, my first thought was to say we can't go there because it's haunted. But at this point...
Haunted would be nice.
Fuck, how are we going to get there?
Not to be a cliche of myself, but I do have a boat down at the marina.
Of course you do.
And you two go sprinting down the beach after the vampires and their prey. Is there anything interesting about getting to the island, or do we just want to be on the island?
The only beat I want to have is we're on like Anna's family speedboat, which I already love. Please tell me what the name of the boat is, Eli.
It's called Princess Gale.
We're on the SS Princess Gale, and the beat I want to have is just like we're on the deck and like it's so loud and we're like carving through the water behind like the glimmering light of like the boat ahead and the wind's whipping at our hair, and I'm just like, are you human?
I don't know, babe, are you?
Don't think so.
Oh, that makes it easier. No, I'm a hive mind. Relatively harmless. Not gonna eat anyone.
Sounds good.
So, are you just like a werewolf or like a little wizard or?
No, I don't really know what I can do. I think the only thing I can do is tell right from wrong.
Okay. It seems like an overrated power.
I think it's funny if that conversation happens while you're trying to like wrap up Anna's arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I'm like, yeah, my power is not being a bitch.
Does Declan have anything to say on the way?
I'm screaming bloody murder.
Okay.
Like, where are you taking me? What is happening? Let me go, etc., etc.
We're going to King's Island. It's a lovely time at King's Island.
Are you gonna have like, Declan, I suppose you're wondering what my master plan is?
Yeah, can we get a monologue?
Declan, I suppose you are wondering why it is we are going all the way out here. The fact of the matter is quite simple. I chose you. I chose you some time ago, plucked you from the silly mortals that surrounded you, and once I have chosen something, rest assured, it remains mine. Though it isn't without its perks. Soon you will have more power than you know what to do with. Enough power to walk among my kind on top of the mortals that are our roadways to greater things. I have given you this opportunity, Declan. I have given you this opportunity, and I expect you to repay me and my people in kind.
Do you have anything to say in response to this monologue that you've been given?
I don't think I love it. I'm not super keen on this.
Everybody arrives to the island. King's Island is small and rocky. It's about the size of a football field. One side is built up taller than the other, like the letter L or a tiara, but the whole thing is raised out of the water quite a ways. The dock leads up a steep hill to a clearing amidst the pine trees. Next to the dock is a tiny beach. It's late. Beatrice, concerned about Carmel's well-being, leaves the two of you alone to, figure stuff out while she greets the family and makes sure everything is in position.
Okay. While that's happening, I will release Declan and stand like with my arms at my side, fully anticipating this harm, but hoping that the non-resilience to that shows my wanting to be diplomatic about this.
I'm still gonna hit you.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
punch you.
Declan.
Fair.
Well, I punched you with a 6. So maybe I'm just like exhausted and like hit you kind of meekly.
Declan, we only have a few moments, but I want to speak to you earnestly right now before anything happens, and I want you to know that I sense in you something similar to me, that humans, mortals, they are much more bad than they are good, and I feel that you may just know what I mean.
So you're saying to me, you want to turn me into a vampire because humans aren't good, but vampires are good? Is that what you're saying to me?
No, I wish it was that cut and dry. I think that there's enough plain to see here today that we aren't the pillars of goodness in society. However, I think that if we choose more carefully than we have in the past, that there is an opportunity to right our wrongs and help humanity in a way that we haven't been able to prior. And I have failed too. And in you, I sense a purity, something that could shift everything that's been happening for centuries now to something more compassionate. You could do better than Carmel, better than myself. I stand before you not as a success of vampire kind, but as a cautionary tale.
I want my pelt back, please. If you could, that's what I want. If you're giving me a choice here.
Perhaps you've still misconstrued my meaning here, Declan. I'm not giving you the choice. I just hope that you will see the opportunity presented for you and will take that responsibility in stride.
All right, here's where I try and grab my pelt and run away. So I'm taking this moment where you're like not restraining me. I'm just gonna bolt. I've lost my bearings, so I don't really know where the boat is. And I'm just gonna run in any direction.
Good. Okay. I think you run into the clearing, which is in the opposite direction of the boat, and you're just met with like this circle of 10 other vampires who just all kind of turn to look at you in unison and like grin. And that's when Anna and Gwen show up to the island.
So I think when we dock, I like see the boat that we were chasing and I run right over and I'm like, they're already gone. And I just do like a quick loop around and I say, here's his bag.
Oh, not the... Okay. The pelt is still hidden away.
Oh, you're like, is that Declan's coat?
Yeah, I'm like, is that Declan's rug that he's really attached to? His grandma's rug?
I hop back onto the dock and I say, Anna, I'm really grateful for what you did back there. I have to tell you, I don't know what we're up against. I don't know what's going to happen in there.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you it's probably just gonna be a bunch of vampires and I'm probably gonna die next to you. I guess that was meaner than it should have been. Old habits die hard. But, yeah, I think we're gonna die. Does Declan have anything in his bag? Like, I don't know, magic holy water?
I kind of hug the bag close to me and I'm like, Declan could use what's in this bag, but we would need to distract the rest of them or lead them away. I don't know what Riri is exactly going to do to him, if they're gonna eat him or what. Maybe we should try to sneak up and see what we can see.
I want to say I pull down Gwen behind the wall of the boat and say, shut up for a sec.
Do you see him? Where is he?
I don't know if that's them, but look,
Who
that
else
one...
would it be?
Okay, relax. Then yes, I see someone about to be attacked. What do we do? Do we throw him his bag?
I don't know. Yes, let's just run up. Let's get in there. We might not have any time at all. We have to go. Anna, I promise that I won't let you die.
Whoa. Okay, hope you're the kind of person who keeps their promises. And Anna will grab a rock and do the classic, throw it on the other side so that they think we're on the other side.
I don't think you can throw that like from the boat. I think like this is you two like running onto the island. Like it's small, but it's not that small. You do see like 10 figures and like Declan's small frame in the middle of this like torchlit clearing.
Is he still, he's no longer tied up?
Yeah, that's right. But he does look like a baby animal just like walked into a bunch of like grinning predators.
I mean, he really is.
He is kind of is that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even a metaphor.
Yeah, from the edge of this ritual clearing, I want to try to throw a rock on the other side. I'll say, I don't know if this is your opening.
I give you the stake, and I say, cover me.
I'll try.
I want to run into the clearing full of evil, bloodthirsty power vampires, and I think what I want to do is actually take the pelt out of the bag as I'm running and throw it over Declan and just kind of like charge him off the nearest bluff into the ocean.
Oh, jeez.
I would like you to roll to keep your cool.
I don't have that still ever. Can I use a string on Declan? This is a roll against Declan.
I don't think so.
Is he tempting me to fall off a cliff?
Fine, I'll just roll it raw. That's a 10.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, when it counts. Oh, jeez, that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So I think in this moonlight, you are maybe a little bit invisible.
Oh, that's new.
Some fun fairy glamour magic. I don't even think you know it's happening. And you just run into this clearing. A couple of the vampires are distracted, looking over where they heard the sound. And you throw the pelt on Declan like a hoodie, which is a total shock to you, Declan. I don't think you saw Gwen coming either.
From my point of view, I run out into this clearing. I am suddenly
Get bodied.
Well, before I get bodied, I am about to get murdered by 4 like elder super vampires, and then out of nowhere the pelt is like put on me, so like I think that would feel like suddenly like almost a relief, and then I'm just in the water. Can I see you now that we're like...
Yeah, I've just jumped essentially off like a small cliff into the ice cold October ocean in like full clothes and combat boots, and I'm probably like drowning.
Okay, yeah, then I guess I can probably pretty quickly in the water like get my bearings about me and swim you to safety.
Do you just like get your little seal mouth on my collar and like drag me onto shore?
I mean, I think I would love for you to put your arms around my seal neck.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we dropped into the water and the camera just holds on the surface for like a minute and you're like, oh my God, are they going to come back out? And then like Seal Declan just surges forward with me like free-willying on his back.
So like the scene is Gwen and I on the sand, and then just a short cliff face, and above us is like the firelit vampires and Anna all by herself.
I think we can resolve like Gwen and Declan like collapsing on the beach, but I desperately need to know what happens up above in the clearing.
Yeah.
Do y'all see me?
Where were you?
We were like hiding in the tree line, like I imagine like in a bush at the edge of the clearing, basically.
Sure. There's a commotion. There was a teenage boy, and then there wasn't a teenage boy, and the vampires are all looking around, and I think they're all trying to like smell you out. Clearly they're not alone here. Riri, Declan also booked it away from you. What do you do?
Trying to take authority of the situation.
On this island right now, there are any 3 proper candidates for this ritual. I don't care who it is. Grab one of them and bring them here.
So if Anna's there, fucking Anna's up. I don't care. If we find you, we're bringing you right over and you're drinking my fucking blood.
No.
Okay, Anna, you hear that, and you know that you are one of the 3 non-vampires on this island who has now been suddenly optioned for a ritual. So what do you do?
Leave. I want to sneak away back to Princess Gale.
Yeah, I think this is keep your cool.
8. 7 + 1.
Okay, your only path to the boat that you think you can take will put you directly in Riri's line of sight.
Anna is gonna take a second. They don't know where she is yet, so psychs herself up. She gets in that zone and she sprints right by the clearing, and Riri can see her. So I run, and I have the keys to Princess Gale in my bag. But at the last minute, Anna thinks, hey, I don't want 10 vampires following me. Instead, I hop into your boat. And I find the keys in or near the ignition, and I pop that sucker, and I go. And I'm gonna assume that you jump onto the boat with your fucking vampire jumping abilities or whatever.
I came first place in the Thames boat jump of 1949.
That's a 7 on kill my friend
Attack.
roll.
You're lucky I'm quite wounded.
What happens? Like the harm can be as serious as you want it to.
I take a big meaty chunk out of her thigh. I take I bare my fangs. I dig in with all of the anger from her previous statement of murdering my mother, who took me from a lifestyle that was just absolute shit, and made me something. I bite into that.
So I'm on death's door. I'm very close to dying. Anna's not winning this fight, so Anna's one last ditch effort. I want to taunt and enrage Riri so she doesn't notice I'm trying to steer the boat over to where I saw Declan and Gwen jump over. You fucking backstabbing pasty bitch.
School president wasn't enough for you, huh? I gave you that campaign on a silver platter, and it's still not enough for you, Anna. It's never enough.
Why, Riri? Why did you pick this fucking nowhere town?
It's my duty. It's my birthright.
What the fuck does that mean? You're apparently English and you've been hiding it this whole time. Why'd you pick this fucking
And I don't have
random
time to
Canadian
explain
town?
every little thing to you.
I think you can explain this. You've been deceiving us all this whole time. Give me some fucking answers before you kill me.
All will become clear in just a few moments.
What if... So what I've been sitting on is this siren song move that I got now, where it's... I can sing... When you're soaking wet, you can sing a haunting song and roll with cold on a 10 up. All who hear it stumble entranced towards you.
Shit.
Oh, that's great.
Seeing this boat veering towards me, it's just a motorboat, so I could probably just see that Anna and Riri are on it, right? Declan begins to sing a haunting, beautiful song that should compel everyone who can hear to fall into a trance and come towards me. But I do have to roll.
Fuck, I'm cutting this one. I have to find magic seal music.
That's right.
For free. Jesus Lord.
It's cold. So that is a 9. On a 7 to 9, all who hear it stumble entranced towards you until they would face harm or physical danger, and then they choose either to press forward and take the harm or stop suddenly and gain the condition dazed.
Maybe I have a kind of a pitch for that.
Great.
I'm on the boat, and I think if at that point have I wrestled it from you,
Sure.
I crank it and I start like doing like a straight crash course for the island off your song. And as you said, the later point you have to decide whether like to keep going, take harm or something. I think that there'd be interesting if I don't stop. And like I'm on a collision course with you two, and you can recognize that well ahead of time, but like I don't turn away.
So, Declan, you start singing your beautiful haunting song, and the boat starts coming towards you, and it's coming towards you fast with no intention of stopping. I think you just grab a dazed Gwen and pull her out of the way. The boat crashes. Yeah, I think, Anna, you probably get like thrown across whatever little room you're in with the steering wheel, and you probably take your final harm. And Riri, I think, is also like thrown, and you will land and take at least 2 harm.
Okay, well, with Anna at 4 out of 4 harm now, I would like to skirt death. and that means I clear all my harm, I am all good, and I lose all of my strings. I lose my string on Kennedy, Yara, Jake, Gwen, both of my strings on Declan, and Harmony and Crystal.
Did you have all of those strings still? Holy shit.
I started with a lot, and I gained a lot.
Anna, you come to woozily. Your head fucking hurts, and you feel like you're floating, like you're kind of disconnected, but I think it also feels lighter. Riri, you successfully crashed the boat.
Riri, who now I suppose would be at the disadvantage, 2 harm, so that's like probably at least stumbling around a bit, right? Needs to heal some of that harm and stumbles over to you and attempts to suck your blood. No time for the other half of the deal.
Okay, I'm running away.
If you want to run away, you can roll.
No! Don't. Please?
I fail.
Can we help, Anna?
Yeah, I shout. I think there's something so interesting about Anna shouting for Gwen and Declan to save her.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm enraptured by this siren song, but I scream as the boat smashes against the rocky shoreline, and I stagger forward and find Anna looking bad, Riri looking bad in the boat cabin. Is Riri just sort of like barely just like staggering her face forward with like her fangs out?
Yeah, like kind of like almost drunkenly, yeah. Like very out of time and space at the moment. Just like probably smells some of the like, you know, fresh blood from Anna and is now like needs it and is just like primally moving towards it.
I think I hook my hands under Anna's arms and I sort of pull her out of the wreckage of the boat. And then I look down at this like pitiful, monstrous form of Riri, trying to decide if I should like stomp her ass.
Stomp her ass!
I think I'm gonna stomp Riri's ass. She's a predator in this ecosystem that I like live in and need to live in, so she can't be allowed to live here any longer.
Okay.
I rolled to stomp ass. It's a 7.
Okay. Which of the options would you like to choose?
What I think would be nice is Riri always underestimated me throughout the campaign and belittled me and dismissed me, called me naive, hot-headed. She thinks of me as just some idiot mortal girl. So I want there to be a sort of glimmer of fairy magic in my face and in my voice as I walk up to her, stare down with unmerciful, pitiless, judgmental eyes and just say, "You're not welcome here anymore," and kick her as hard as I can in the head.
That'll definitely knock her out, I think.
Knock her brain out of her skull.
I don't think you die, but I think you're knocked out. And I think Declan is also luring all of the vampires into the ocean, maybe.
I am luring all the vampires into the ocean.
Nice.
I think that's such a fun image.
I think to like actually successfully do that, what I'll have to do is like swim, like just swim backwards into the ocean to make sure they're not just coming. So the visual would be the vampires stumbling over to me and me swimming further and further out to sea until they just like walk down heads below water.
Meanwhile, I'm just dragging this half-conscious Anna back to the Princess Gale. But when we get there and when we rev up the boat and I try to learn how to drive a boat for the first time with Anna like slurring instructions to me from the back, the question that remains is Declan going to join us?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out because this is a great... I feel like it's kind of good if I just keep swimming.
You gotta say something to Gwen.
No, I don't.
She saved your life.
He should, but we're monsters.
Wow. You are such a boy.
Yeah, I hate when they ghost you and swim into the ocean as deep as it possibly goes.
It's not as good if I stop and say something. It's better if it's just like...
Yeah, I think I like get the boat going and I make like a sort of one awkward last loop of the island looking for you, and maybe I catch a glimpse of like your silhouette in the moonlit sea racing off to parts unknown. But we have to go home. We have school.
Hannah's like, where the fuck is Declan
Friday
and his
night.
rug?
I don't get what happened with that rug, but these painkillers in the boat first aid kit are awesome.
Yeah, she's canonically saying these things. Where? Gwen, I'm sorry, where's the rug?
Whitfield Bay has just experienced the most action-packed week it has ever experienced in the history of teenagers. So I would love to know what happens to all of you. What is the fallout of this school president election?
Not to put anyone on the spot, but to put Eli on the spot, I'd like to start with Anna just because she is the person who actually won the election.
I don't know who I would make my VP is the thing I'm thinking about. What happens when all the other candidates leave, turn into seals, and get suspended?
Normally, I think the answer would be like probably just like one of your hive mind, but I wonder how your relationship to the rest of the school has changed based on what you've experienced this week.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit more sincere. I don't know if Anna is like just a sincere, sweet person. She's not, but she's definitely grown out of more manipulative nature. It's not her first choice all the time now. Who would be a good one? Who's someone that is very liked?
Evan?
Evan is liked, yeah.
He deserves something.
Yeah.
First gay VP. Move over, Pete Buttigieg.
Let's make Evan. Evan is like also very popular and liked, and the student body would be happy with that. But you know, has never been a jerk really to people, so I think that makes them happy.
Yeah, I think when you offer him the position, he's like, you kept your campaign promise.
I'm hoping it's the first fulfilled promise of at least a few more. Maybe not all of them, but most of them, let's say. And I hope you're going to help me, Evan.
I will. Good. What happens to Gwen?
What happens to Gwen? So Gwen has experienced a lot this week. I think in order of importance, there is her falling in love, going through like heartache, totally banging the ever-loving shit out of him, and then him turning into a seal and fleeing the province. So there's already a lot to take in there. Additionally, she has committed a grievous assault and has like tarnished her reputation possibly permanently with virtually the entire student body. So there's a lot of bad in Gwen's life. I do think that there is a part of her that is like that part of her that is still so earnest and so sincere that is truly happy to see a spark of sympathy and humanity in Anna where she maybe thought there was none before. And there's definitely a part of her that feels proud to have stopped Riri from her machinations. But the question is like, is this place still home for her, or does she need to move on? One thing I would ask you, Jillian, is like how you see the resolve of like Mina and Yara and like getting the story out and everything.
I think everybody knows undoubtedly what you did to Mina. And I think
Howie.
it's unclear who trashed the newspaper room. But I mean, I imagine there's some level of suspicion cast upon Gwen. And the principal's already like, you assaulted another student.
Off-school property.
Off-school property.
That's very, very fair. So I think in that case that Gwen gets the sort of anti-hero ending where this is like no longer a home from her. Her relationship to this town was already frail and fragile and is now completely broken. So I think that she brings Anna home. She tries to make sure that everything's okay. She leaves a note for her parents and she catches a bus. She doesn't want to be here anymore.
Is it too? Well, it's fine. This is a CW show. You're at the fucking bus stop and Anna shows up in a cast, hobbling in her very unflattering crutches, and is like, I don't think words really mean anything at all, but I think they mean something to you, so I just wanted to say thanks, Gwen, and probably more importantly, I'm sorry.
Gwen nods and rifles through her backpack and pulls something out from the very bottom, and she hands it to you. It's a VHS tape of The Breakfast Club. Something to remember me by, I guess. I think you might make a good president if you try to make yourself a good president.
I intend to do more than try.
Do you promise?
Sure, you weirdo.
Gwen laughs to herself a little bit.
Don't miss your bus.
She salutes and steps on the bus.
Riri and Declan.
So Riri, now shunned by her family and by her own volition, trying to escape from mankind, has been somewhat forced into constantly uprooting her life in rural countrysides, living in log cabins in the woods that perhaps she may make herself. Every so often, she'll be descended upon by other vampires and is forced to move locations again. She does have a cycle of puppies at all times, but seeing as how she lives a long time, they tend to come and go in a very fleeting memory for her. But she finds a little bit of solace in that as she just basically roams the countryside for an indeterminable amount of time, unless she's just caught one day.
Okay, you become a forest hermit.
Yeah, pretty
with
much.
Dogs.
The Dexter ending.
I think Declan is going to very much regret his choice to go back home. It was a choice made in fear and very spontaneous. I don't think it was necessarily the right choice for him, but he stuck. The good thing is he doesn't really have to sit with like the complexity of it. He can take solace in, he can like kind of melt into the kind of simple life that I had said that the Selkie has when they're not a human. Like things are a little bit more numb and a little bit less complex. But I think it's still regretful. I think I don't think it was the right decision for him. So he like maybe once in a while will like poke up to the surface and watch the humans. Maybe once in a while try and find Gwen and go back home to his ocean home.
Maybe sometimes at night we hear plaintive echoing seal song up and down the Sunshine Coast.
I do like the idea that we have this like seal song just haunting, echoing forevermore up the coast. that was the finale of Recount, our Monster Hearts campaign. We hope you enjoyed all the dark twists and turns. Monster Hearts is my favorite RPG, hands down. It's by the brilliant Avery Alder, and you can find out more about her work at buriedwithoutceremony.com. What's next? A casual debrief of the season will be coming to you very soon, and then we will have some one-shots to shake things up and a very exciting season 4, which has been in the works for months already. You can keep up with everything we do at The Realmscast on Twitter or Instagram. Signing off for the very last time from Whitfield Bay, I've been your MC, Jillian. Take care.